Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the span element. Okay, this is an HTML basic. It's something that you just have to understand while you're learning HTML and while you're learning how to build a website. But yeah, the span element is very useful because it can allow you to style parts of a text. Okay, so that you can style your website properly and make it more accessible on online. So the as you can see, I've got a block of text here. I've got an H1 and I've got a P and I've got an ordered list. And so let me actually show you what it looks like on the browser first before we go into styling it. As you can see, this is the list and everything is currently black in color because this is the default styling. Okay, but that's why we have CSS and that's why we've got the span tags. And let's go back into the index.html page. And here, let's say I want to change this two words in this list into blue. This is where the span element is very handy. So I will use the span element, right? Then I will surround the word that I want to style with the span element like this. So let me copy that and just paste it exactly where I want to style. So I want this word young, these two words and these two lists to be blue. So then from here I can actually use the style inline style. I can apply an inline style to these words here, right? Then I can just use the color property and pick a color that I want and I want it to be blue. Let's see. So let me just copy that from the top and paste that just right there. Make sure I don't forget my, yeah, there we go. And now if you go back into the browser, you will notice that these two words, young, are now blue in color. As you can see, there we go. And that is how you can use the span element on a page. Let me show you an example. For example, there are multiple ways that we can actually style these words. Okay, if you don't want to use an inline style, let me undo what I just did. If you don't want to use an inline style like we just did, you can actually just wrap the words that you want to style with the span element and then go into your style.css file. As you can see, I have commented it in. Let me comment it out. You can just simply use the span selector. You see, go back into the HTML. You can see we use the span element here to surround the words that we want to style. Then we use the span selector in our style.css page to just change the color of the text. And if I save this, it's going to be the same outcome. There we go. This is why the span element is so useful because it makes it easier to just style part of a text, or you can actually style your H1 or P element or whichever, just to add a little bit of style to your website. And another thing you might want to do is you might want to change parts of a text in different elements. For example, even if you want to change this word here, these two words, family, and you want them to be the same words, right? Let's do the same thing, but there's going to be a little twist at the end. I'm going to show you what I mean in a little bit. So let me just surround that. Let me just surround that family with the span tag. Give me a minute. And as you can see, for example, if we save this, right, if we just leave it like this and save it, you're going to notice that these two words above as well, this family word, they are also blue. But the thing is, I don't want it to be blue. Okay. Remember, in our style.css, I used this span element and I made the color blue. But what if I wanted to just make these two words, this family word, these two words, I want it to be a different color. And that's why from here, I can just apply a class to it. I can just say, let me just use a simple fam, right? Let me just use the fam there just to use that as the class name, right? And then I can actually just go into my style.css, and because I use the class here, I can just call dot class, right? And then style those just those words, not everything that has a span, but just those two words. And I could just change the color to what I want it to be. So let me just change the color to red so we can see it properly. And you can see the difference. Let me go back into HTML. Now let me go back into the browser, and I can see now these two words are a different color. As you can see, the difference is if you want to style two separate types of text on your page, you can actually use a span in one of them. But if you have a lot of text that you want to style, you can just use classes in the span element and give them different classes, and you can style them as many times as you want. So that's how you use the span element on your website. Okay, thank you for watching. And if you like this video, if you've learned anything, I'm a an aspiring web developer. Just started learning how to build websites, so it's been over a month of doing studying and learning and being in my boot camp. So I'm just trying to teach what I'm learning, and some of these things like HTML and building websites, front end development, things like this were difficult for me at the start, but so far I've managed to be able to build websites and build a portfolio site. So I'm just trying to use this opportunity to teach other people what I'm learning, and in doing that, hopefully I can also learn as I go. So if you found this video helpful, just leave a comment below and let me know where you are in your journey. And if you want to connect as well, you can just subscribe to my channel and look out for more videos like this. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.